today from the heavy metal perspective. We're going to start off with one of them bad boys right there, alright? What we have here is, I'll start here actually, the Tone King. Tone King, BC Rich, I was going to say Warlock, Mockingbird. Also known as the TTK-1, I guess the Tone King #1. So, this is not my guitar. I'm thinking about buying it. Basically, the owner has 3 of these, which isn't bad considering these are, there's only 40 of these worldwide and this guy's got 3 of them. So he's looking at getting rid of them, I think all of them. And he gave me a hand the other week actually changing the pickup on the my Black Eclipse, and that's where I first played this. And he mentioned he was thinking about selling it, so just had to wait a little while. And he gave a bit of, he put some new strings on it, and then he basically just said Saturday, today's Monday, Saturday I picked it up, and basically he said just do what you want with it. You know, it's yours for the week, do what you want with it, just don't snap it in half. So, yeah, I brought it back here. It had 11 to 48s on it. I put my SIT 10 to 46s on it, and just gave it a little bit of a once over. So, feature-wise, I'll get that off the strap. I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully you can see it. The camera picks that up or focuses. This is number 21 of 40. What's this called? Brushed chrome. So I've got brushed chrome hardware everywhere. So any hardware is going to be brushed chrome. Grover tuners. We have maple, well, I'm going to say it's a maple veneer, at least on the front of the headstock. Ebony fingerboard. I don't know if it's been stained. I'm going to say maybe it has been stained, just because I was actually watching a video the other day on BC Rich making the Chuck Schaldine, I think is how it's pronounced, Stealth, and they actually are stained the ebony, probably just get a bit more of a consistent sort of black. I'm going to say jumbo. They're definitely not extra jumbos, so they're smaller than what you would find in a Jackson or an ESP LTD. Now, when these came out with Duncan designed. I'm not too sure why. I'm guessing maybe his way to keep the costs down, and be honest, everyone pretty well changes the pickups in their guitar. So this one has the Gus G Seymour Duncans, which are active, and I have the preamp, Blackout modular preamp in the back. Apparently a genuine Floyd Rose, and it's going to be a bit hard to see in here just because of the lighting, but maple top. If we flip it over, and this thing has got some friggin' weight to it. This is as heavy as any Les Paul. 3-piece, and I'm going to say it's heavy because there's a lot of maple here. So 3-piece maple neck and neck through. It's a bit hard to see, but just the friggin' lighting in here. You can see a reflection of everything. There's the camera. But if you can see it, you've got mahogany, ebony stringers, maple because of the neck through, ebony again. Just trying to get some of the camera can bloody focus on that. So anyway, it's mahogany, ebony, maple, ebony, and mahogany again. Binding all the way around, and that's about it. When my mate changed the pickups, I think just to get the preamp and everything in there, he wired it a little lot, so it threw me off at first. So if you're used to a Les Paul, it would be volume, so it would be volume, volume, tone, tone. The way this one's wired, it's, okay, we're going to start here. Bridge, bridge volume, bridge tone, neck volume, neck tone. So just because I was used to Les Pauls, that kind of threw me a little bit. Generally with my guitars, they have one volume and no tone. 3-way switch. And that's about it. Obviously the neck is not finished, and it's got that nice satin finish, so that's really nice and smooth. There was a little bit of fret sprout, so we gave that a little bit of a once over. And just before I forget, Heath, I'm doing the video, see? So here we have it. And I think, yeah, the brushed chrome output jack as well. So, quality guitar, I will say that. Yeah, pretty solid. So far I'm enjoying it. It's I'm not used to Mockingbirds. I've played, you know, one or two here or there. So at the higher frets, they can get a little cramped up compared to, say, for example, my LTD EC1000s. They've got a lot more room up here. But getting up here is no worries. I mean, plenty of room on the back there. Just gets a little cramped up here. So, and one thing I did do was the foam behind the nut. I think because the low E string has so much room to travel, you can actually hear that come through the amp, and that's with a noise gate. So try and stop some of that foam behind the nut. And I did put a bit of foam actually here, under here. Keep the tremolo springs quiet. So yeah, I mean, I'll keep you updated. So maybe in the next couple of days, I'll meet up with him and we can agree on a price. So if actually, while I'm doing this, if anyone knows any information about these, please let me know. Been really trying to find some information. I think they went for 800 brand new. That's about all I can find. It doesn't even say where it's made, so I'm tempted to say Korea, something like that. If someone knows where they're built, or where they were built, because there's only 40 of them, please let me know. So, considering I'm wearing a Slayer t-shirt, and Kerry King used to play he played a Mockingbird and a Warlock. So, let's do some Slayer riffs. One thing I will like to point out, this is kind of reminiscent of an Explorer, I think, just because the way that this, you know, this horn up here comes up, but gives you somewhere nice to rest your arm. And what was the other thing I was going to say? I think just because of the way how it's sort of positioned, the neck feels a little far out. So if you've played an SG in the past, it might be a bit reminiscent of that. It does feel a lot further out than, again, on my LTDs. So that, no real problem there. I used to have an old Epiphone SG, so this is a little reminiscent of that. And beautifully balanced. It just stays there. Even when you're sitting down, I was originally a little apprehensive about that, thinking, oh, it's going to go that way. But no. Perfect. It just stays there. Fantastic. So what are we doing now? We did that one. What would be another one? Not going to do any Slayer leads because we're just going to go on, and I haven't got a wah pedal plugged in, so can't do it. Okay, so quick word about the Gus G Blackouts compared to regular Blackouts. Maybe, I've got to admit, I do like them. And if you want a high output pickup, these things are off the friggin' charts. Alright, so you have, get the pick out of my mouth. You have 21.6K output. 21.8. These things are off the charts. They're hotter than the regular Blackouts, which I can't remember. I think the neck pickup on my green EC, the Blackout on that, I think that's 19 and I think 22. I could be wrong, but it's up there. So they'll definitely blow EMGs out of the water output wise. So I know everyone's got their personal opinions. Personally, I just don't like EMG. But output wise, these things are off the charts. Alright, so let's do some lead. Okay, so the same pedal arrangement as always. I'm just going to put the delay on. Today we're using the MIFX Lo-Fi delay, and occasionally I will plug that back in. Yeah, MXR carbon copy. So, just sort of in between delays. Okay, so let's do some lead on the bridge pickup. Personally, I like doing my leads on the neck pickup. You're already playing higher up the neck, and the bridge pickup is already a little bit more high-endy. So for me, that gets a little ear piercing. I always do my leads on the neck. So, actually what I will do, let's lower this down a little bit. Alright, so tones are all the way up. Oh, that was on the neck. Alright, cool. Really nice. Really nice neck pickup. Really nice neck pickup, that's it. Very easy to play on. Pickups, yeah, okay, they have their own sound. I also think pickups feel different. Okay, from one to the other, some pickups feel different. I mean, even within the same brand, you get a different model, they feel different. Again, EMGs are very, they have that reputation of being very, very compressed. Last time I played EMGs, I almost couldn't play the guitar. It just felt, I think the problem was that compression I was feeling, just sort of very choked up. But these are cool, they feel like a passive. I could be wrong, but I think when Gus G was, before he had these, was a Seymour Duncan distortion and 59 guy, so maybe a little reminiscent of the 59. So I should compare them. I've got a 59, don't I? Huh. Okay. Anyway, so cool. Okay. Bridge pickup. Easy Kerry King solo. That's the only thing I've got to do, is I've just got to spray the other switch. So, might leave it there for today. I've got to admit, overall, very happy with it. So, whether I choose to actually buy it is another question. I'm tempted. We'll just see if we can agree on a price. So, Duncan, one of these bad boys right there, alright? Yeah, it cracks me up. So, alright, let's leave it there for today. But anyway, the BC Rich Tone King Mockingbird, or the TTK-1. Alright, catch us later from the heavy metal perspective.